Wagwan. Wagwan, what it do? I'm gonna just hop right into this video. Y'all. What I'm about to say, if y'all agree with it, man, it's just me ranting. Y'all gonna hear this rant today. Yeah, I've been ripping and running doing this little Christmas stuff, even though I don't celebrate it, but, you know, I love the kids, so, yeah. So, excuse my appearance or whatever, but at the end of the day, I don't really, you know what I'm saying, I'm not really here about what I look like. It's just about the message. And today's message is talking about how other ethnic groups are hindrances to melanated survival. And in simplest terms, I'm just saying how all other ethnic groups are fucking with us black people. Y'all, they fucking with our success. Like, simple. They fucking with us as a people to grow. Like, and if I'm being specific, I'm talking about Caucasian people, white people, whatever the case. I say melanated people, which means black, because I don't like saying black like that. But what I'm talking about is how these other ethnic groups, their influence on us, and how it's really a hindrance to our existence and it's fucking us up. Simple. Now, a little, I ain't gonna say disclosure or whatever the case, y'all. I got white people in my family, you know, white in the blood, like, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have white in our freaking family. Simple. So it's like, I'm not really here on no hate stuff. I'm not here on none of that. I'm not here on a hateful tip. I'm not here on none of that. Like, I'm just saying what you be thinking. I'm saying what people ain't talk about. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is because somebody gotta address it, bro. Mo, we're not supposed to be living with these people. Like, we're not supposed to be living with these people. Melanated people really need to be living by themselves. Like, I'm convinced that this planet, not this planet, this America is not big enough for all of us to be all melted in this melting pot together. Like, it's not, you know. Melanated people cannot survive with Caucasian people. You cannot survive with any other ethnic group. Now, you don't have typical melanated Americans or black Americans. You don't have black people talking about stuff like this. And I don't like saying black, y'all, because it's not really good to say black. You know, black isn't a beneficial word. You know, whatever. That's another video. But what I'm saying is black people, we can't survive here because this America is not set up for our survival. Simple. It's set up for the thriving of the Caucasian. It's set up for them to thrive. And y'all, I'm trying not to sound so, like, I'm not angry. If anything, it's just here to, like, I'm just ranting, okay? From my experience, from where, you know, from everyday living. You know, black people have the mentality that if we move out the hood or the ghetto, that when we live amongst white people, we have made it. Well, I'm kind of here to burst that bubble because even if you get out the hood and move into a white environment, you have not escaped anything. If anything, you have walked right into some bullshit. For real, like, that's what it is. Because when you live amongst white people, you will see that you should not be living amongst them. Like, we both should not be on this planet. Like, the reason that, it's a lot of reasons on why we shouldn't, but I'm only going to touch on a few, you know? And if you feel like, you know, I'm being hateful, you know, like what I'm saying, you can get the fuck off my planet, like, simple. You know, I'm trying to be cool, I'm trying to be, you know, whatever the case, but at the end of the day, this is real. Like, I really came home to shoot this video, like, because I was going, you know, I have a list of video ideas. I was going to wait, and, you know, until after I did. But nah, this one, like Spirit was like, do it. So we here. And this America is not our America no more. Like, yes, we built it. Yes, we did all this. But it's not our America. Like, the way that America has been set up after we built it was to keep us stagnant, was to keep us in the situation that we thought we were escaping from. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So the reason why they want to keep us in these situations is so keep us stagnant, is so that the Caucasian can thrive. And that is why we should not be living amongst these people. And that is the reason why they are a hindrance to our existence, because this America has been set up for them now. Everything that melanated people have built, have done here on this planet has been switched against us. We see that. But we are not going to be able to keep living if we don't have any ownership over anything. Fuck a black-owned business. We don't have any black schools to educate our children. We don't have any black anything. We don't have black economics. We don't have black anything. And yes, that starts with black businesses, but I'm not getting into that. I'm just talking about us living with white people, okay? We should not be. Like, we shouldn't. Simple. I mean, I'm saying what y'all think. I know you go out and you be, I heard this post that said, God be making anybody. And on everything I love, when I go out, I have never seen a black person that I just be looking at and be like, what the fuck? Like, I never. Now, you might have, I never. Like, it be some crazy looking black people out here or whatever, but I never seen people that I just be looking like, what? Like, what are you? Like, no. Only when I see white people, and I'm being real. It be some white people I look at and I just be just looking like stuck. I just be like, what the, like, okay, whatever. Like, on me, like, I don't even be like, like, on mothers, like, this shit is so, y'all, it's just so much about white people that it just be looking like, bruh, like, see, I know too much about these motherfuckers to just know why we should not be living with them. But, like I said, like, it's just something you look at and you just be like, Mo, what the fuck, like, what the fuck? Like, who created you? Like, real shit. And it be white people, but they age so fucking disgusting. Like, I'm not even trying to be rude. I'm just being real. Like, with this whole video, I'm being real. So let's be real, for real. Because, I don't know what the fuck happened to real. It must have got erased along with the memories of melanated people. But at the end of the day, let's go back to being real. These motherfuckers age so nasty. I have never seen a black person age like white people age. I'm being real. Like, I see old white people. I mean, I see old black people, but it don't be like nothing. It just be like, you know, okay. But I worked in a white senior citizen home, y'all. Rich white people. And these motherfuckers look disgusting. Like, they look gross. And I'm just like, they make me not want to get old. When I look at that shit, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, ugh. On this blog, I'm not even trying to be like, oh no shit. I'm being dead ass serious. They age disgusting. Unless you've been in a house, we don't know what the fuck they do behind closed doors. And that's the thing. Black people stay away from them. When you live in urban environments and shit, you don't be around white people like that to know how these motherfuckers really get down. Like, for real. But me being a person who lives amongst white people, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, Mo, we not supposed to live around these motherfuckers. They don't get us. They don't see us. And they never will or never are going to. Or are going to, whatever, however that's it. Y'all, it's just so much that I'm not, like, gonna edit this video. So it's coming how it's coming. Y'all getting my thoughts, my experiences, and raw right now. And I prefer it this way. Like, I have nothing to hide. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about how I look no more, because when I start dropping videos of y'all, it's up from here. For real. And if it resonates, and if you you know what I'm saying, you catching my wave, okay, that's what's up. And if you not, maybe one day you will, maybe one day you won't, I don't know. But at the end of the day, all I know is that we need to not be living around, amongst them. Like, black people will never thrive if we live with white people, because if you even look at schools, if you look at everything, finances, like, melanated people can't go to the bank and get loans, but white people can. So there is a big difference on how melanated people are treated and on how white people are treated. One group of people are treated better than the other group of people. So if you keep treating one group of people better and you keep treating the other group like shit, what is going to happen to the group that get treated like shit? That's just like children. When you treat one better than the other, the one that gets treated worse, gains this insecurity, becomes all types of horrible things. Now, I'm not saying melanated people are horrible. Melanated people are just unaware because melanated people are not amongst white people every day. Hence, melanated people, we already live differently. We live in two different environments. That's another hindrance to our existence. You put black people in the ghetto and you put white people in fucking suburbia. And you giving two different illusions. You giving white people the sense of they're safe, and you giving black people the illusion of what? Of what? What is the reason you have to put people in low-income housing? And you have to put the worst type of foods in their environment. And then yet in their environments, nobody that looks like them owns shit. All I'm saying is that when we want to look at statistics and look at black people, the first thing that the white community wants to shout is that black people don't want anything, or that we're unable, or we have all these excuses and we just don't want to be successful. But that's not the case. The case is that this whole thing, this whole infrastructure, this whole setup has not been made in our favor. It has been made in the favor of a different ethnic group, of different ethnic groups. Living with white people is also a hindrance to our existence because they give black people false hope. There is so much false hope given into the black community, it's sick. We have so much false hope of that when we graduate college, high school, and all this shit. There are all these jobs out here waiting for us. We have all these illusions that we tell our kids that when they grow up, they can be the president, they can be all this shit. Now you sit and really, 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 really think about it. All those things are definitely possible for black people to do. But when you are working when you are working with motherfuckers who already got this shit set up, the people who quote unquote run this shit, when they have already set up in place, when they already set this shit up pretty much, it's like they set it up and you have groups, organizations that are here to protect the rights of a certain ethnic group, right? So you have these groups set in place to protect these people, to protect these people economically, to protect these people academically, to protect these people mentally, and every aspect. You're protecting these people. In every aspect, these people are protected. So, from what I learned, and what I learned is from Marcus Garvey. Now, anything I say, you need to go do your own research. But I'm referencing Garvey right now. Garvey talks about how every group is for themselves. Whether you the yellow person, white person, black person, that is how it's set up. You are for your ethnic group. Well, I can't say that goes for black people because we the ones that's all over the motherfucking place. The white people is for the white people is what I'm trying to say. The yellow people is for the yellow people. Everybody is for everybody except black. That's what I'm trying to say. So when you have that mindset in the Caucasian community that they are for theirs, that they're going to take care of theirs first. They're going to make sure that their children excel. They're going to make sure that their families are good. They're going to make sure that their ancestors are straight. They're going to make sure everything is good in their community, which means they're not worried about nobody else for real. It's an illusion that every other ethnic group cares about us. They're not supposed to. They don't have to. They are worried about them the same way we're supposed to be worried about us. But what I'm saying is that they are so worried about them. It's like melanated people don't really got no place. Garvey said in one of his books that the organization that protects the ethnic group, the Caucasian ethnic group, that their organization is around because as long as there are white people on this planet, white people will never have to worry. And that also comes down to positions of power. So if you have melanated, so that means, that's example. If you have a position open, say, somebody trying to be work on the Department of Defense, right? So the Department of Defense, or whatever the case, or whatever, I'm just saying, there's an open job position somewhere. If there is a white person and a black person out to get it, I'm not even going to say that. If there's a motherfucking Asian person and a white person out to get it, that system is created for the white person to get it. Simple. I'm not saying that that's how it always works, but that is how it's set up. So what I'm saying is that we're living somewhere where shit is set up to favor a certain ethnic group. So our chances of getting shit is always slim to none, likely, a maybe. That is always going to be our probability of chances when it comes to success here in America for the black people. We should not have to wake up and have, and try to always be comparing or fighting for fucking success. Something that is granted for us. Something that is supposed to be for us, period. Like, success is supposed to be inevitable for us. But now when we wake up, it's a hope. It's a dream. Nobody should be dreaming, nigga. We should be secure in our success. We are not. We are not secure in shit. Like, we are really not secure in shit, Mom. White people are a hindrance to our existence. Little things. I mean, you see the shit around you. I know you think it in your head. You just don't say nothing. You don't know how to say it. Some people just don't know. But at the end of the day, Mo, we're not supposed to be living amongst these people. Like, they are too. We are all different. That is the biggest thing we need to say. We have all been manipulated into believing that it's old kumbaya, big melting pot, mixing bowl. We're all the same. We're all one. Love each other. Yes, love each other. But from my observations, there's only one group out here who's really about love at the end of the day. And that's the most nonviolent group I've seen. And that's the black people. Because if you ask me, the most fucking craziest, bloodthirsty, murderous ass people out here is the Caucasian group. Hence the situation black people in today. Y'all came, y'all conquered, y'all captured a motherfucking people. We're not supposed to be here, nigga. Y'all dragged us here. Y'all brought us here. Trained and shit. Nobody wanted to be here. And now y'all forcing us to live amongst each other. And then when we come to the conclusion to see that I can't live with this person is nothing like me at all. So then we ask the question, can the Caucasians survive without us? Because I'm pretty confident that melanated people can do damn well good without white people. And I feel like we will be far off and better off in every aspect in our existence if we did not live with any other ethnic group. Y'all got so many videos coming. And I promise, like, this is just like they're all pretty much rant videos. There's so many different type of videos, but I'm gonna make another video about, you know, my channel and all that. But this video was just talking about living with white people. And yeah, you know, it's so much I can go into about it, but like I don't want to make the video that long. But like I said, I just feel like I wanted to say it. Y'all, it just be so much, and I just be wanting to say shit without sounding angry, because you know, people look at it, the first thing they want to say when black people express their viewpoints on this place that produced us, the first thing they wanna attack us with is saying that we're angry or we're aggressive, or you know, I personally do not feel that there's nothing wrong with black people being angry, because that's the reason why you have a lot of mess going on out here anyway. Lack of money and a lack of a way to express emotion. Black people are off. They don't know what to do with their anger. And then the number one thing America wants to tell the black person is, don't be angry. Don't be angry. Man, but that's a conversation for another video. And look, I'm getting more comfortable in doing these, you know, rant videos, because I usually just talk to my friends about it, but doing this channel, I believe that it's time that we start addressing all the animals in the room. The elephant, the owl, the camel, nigga, the snakes, all the animals, all the reptiles, everything in the fucking room. Not just the elephant. Cause nobody ever wants to even address that shit. So it's like, let's chat. Let's chat. This is my planet. If you don't like it, get the fuck off the planet. But y'all like the joke. I like to laugh. But we gotta do better. We gotta do better. America, white people, black people. I'm not trying to point the fingers at nobody, okay? I don't treat people how my ethnic group has been treated for years, and how we continue to get treated. You even have black people who turn their back to all this. You have all types of people who turn their back to this, and everybody sits down like nothing's wrong and everything's okay. Nah, F that. Screw that. You know, I really don't like to, you know, use all types of language like that, vulgar language. I'm not on that. But when it comes to stuff like this and talk about my people, I'm passionate. I'm very passionate. And like I said, I want to be 1,000 with y'all, because that's all Spirit want me to do. Like, I'm not here for no bad bitch contest. I'm not here for no clout. I'm not here for none of that. I'm here to rant. Like I said, it's all personal opinion. Some shit I throw out there do be facts. Anything that resonates with you, go do your research. Man, there's so much more I could say about us living with white people. But it's like, bro, even with like them adopting black kids. You got white people adopting black kids for what? But then that's the norm. What's not the norm, and what people want to raise questions about when they see a black person adopt a white kid. Or they want to put them in jail, or they want to arrest them, or they want to attack them and shit. Like, what's up with that? Like, what is up with that? With all these motherfucking babies in the world that need adopting, why the fuck white people want to adopt the black ones? I was talking to a friend, and this nigga said, he said, I'm not about the, he said, yeah, and he said, if I did adopt a kid, it ain't gonna be a white one. And that's why I'm lost. Because if I went to go adopt a kid too, my first instinct ain't gonna be, oh, let me go out here and adopt a white kid. Bro, I see this shit. And I be thinking about making a video on going to go question these motherfuckers. Like, what? Like, why do you got a black baby? Why? And it get me tight, because I think about what I know about the reasons on why they can have these motherfucking babies. I seen the movie I Am Slave. And if you didn't see that movie, bro, go check that shit out. But ain't no fear in this channel. That's the thing. Ain't no fear in this channel at all. Because whoever seeing this shit, Mo, especially if you're young and you just be knowing that you got parents and older people out here, whoever, who ain't keeping it real with you, and you look around and you just know shit ain't off, and then you be like, bro, what? Mo, huh? When you look at different ethnic groups and you just feel like, okay, we can't be the same. They're not like us. They're different. They eat different. They smell different. They talk different. Even though we taught them how to pretty much do all those things, walk, talk, eat. But that's another video, okay? I ain't trying to get on topic, but yes. I am just convinced that we are not supposed to be living amongst Caucasians, and if in total, all other ethnic groups, bitch. I believe that melanated people need to skirt and move to their own place and live alone, like we did in Tulsa, Oklahoma, like we did in other early parts of the world before we were, you know what I'm saying, disrupted, bombed by some people. But anyway, like I'm saying. And if melanated people did decide to up and leave and you know what I'm saying, get their own shit going like we once had before. Alright, we all know we weren't always slaves and shit. We knew what was popping way before slavery. We knew who we were and shit. So, like I said, back if we were to go and try to redo the thriving times of black people, are you guys gonna try to do what y'all did to us again? But yeah, Mo, we don't need to be living, we don't need to be living under these type of conditions, under these type of terms with these kind of people. What am I trying to say about Caucasian people? I do not believe that they genuinely care about black people. I do not. All the smiling and all the bullshit, like, it's bullshit. That's what it is. You go out, you fake smile, I'm sure they go home and talk their shit, just how we go home and talk our shit. Like I said, I got white people in my family. Like, I'm still gonna speak it how it is. And speak and what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not supposed to be living with these motherfuckers. And it's like Baldwin says this, James Baldwin, about how they would never see us. You can work with these motherfuckers for years, and they'll know your name, but they're not gonna know shit about you unless you that type of black person. But a lot of black people I know, we're not out here just speaking our whole life when we first meet somebody. Like, that's what white people do. When you first meet a motherfucking white person, nigga, you know their whole family, you know where they live, you know what they wear, what they eat, what they drink, what they house, you know everything. You ain't even have to go to their house, but you probably know what the fuck their house look like, and you probably could get there without the fucking GPS if you wanted. That's how informative they are, and how, they talk a lot and shit. Black people, would be like, oh, cool, okay, see. We want to get the fuck out, but white people, they want to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Like, we're not like these people, and we have to stop acting like we are. I was in the fucking store the other day, and you have this white lady, she comes to me, and she says, well, my grandson is mixed. I don't know what to get him for shampoo. I'm in the hair aisle. And she's like, well, what kind of shampoo do you know what I'm saying? She's trying to she wanted me to put her on with some shampoo. So if that lady's son is mixed, what the fuck is a typical white lady out here who got a whole full-blown black baby? If that lady if that lady lost about how to, you know what I'm saying, care for a mixed child, what you think she over here? She's struggling. You know what I'm saying? Raising black children aren't easy. And honey, what are you going to teach this? What are you going to teach this child? Just like I don't understand the logic of adopting a white child if you're black. But the person that I did see who adopted one and what he said he adopted them for, I mean, it made a little sense, I guess. But I still haven't got the logic behind, the Caucasian mamas with the black babies. So if somebody can explain that one to me, even though I don't think there's no type of valid explanation, bitch, at all. But anywho, there's just a lot of indifferences between our ethnic group and the Caucasian ethnic group. And I'm not even going to sit here and break down who they are, where they come from, because I do have like a few different stories I know about the makeup of Caucasian people. But like I said, if you don't live amongst Caucasian people, you don't interact with these motherfuckers on a regular. So you don't pretty much have any type of idea about who they are and how they are. And just like them, the only thing they perceive us and they get all their information about melanated people is from the TV. And I've heard people, like, conversations literally in front of me about how they're judging people based off of the fucking TV. And the same thing may go with white. But the thing about black people is that they don't really have to get their judgment off of TV because, I mean, everything on TV is white. So it's like the only perception that they can have for white people is perfection. We look at white people and say, oh, they're perfect. They don't struggle. They have money. They have this. They don't have that. No, that's a damn lie. White people may have this illusion of perfection, but at the same time, I live amongst poor white people. Okay? And there are a lot of things that I can say about these motherfuckers that can be similar to the black community. And that's only that these motherfuckers get welfare. They get food stamps. They be on the same shit we be on when it comes to stuff like that, okay? But I didn't even know that shit at one point, like that white people get food stamps shit. Until I moved and lived with them motherfuckers to see that, nigga, they use that shit more than black people use that shit. They abuse the government more than black people abuse the government. And at one point, that shit, the welfare and shit, all that government assistance was not for black people. Nigga, we didn't take it over, but we stepped up in there like we usually do. We got a piece of that, but it was intended for black and for white people. Government assistance was intended for poor white people to help their ass. So they need to be the face of it, but sadly they're not. We're the face of food stamps. We're the face of government assistance. Government cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like all the embarrassing, stupid, goofy shit. And that's the problem. They want to pin all the shit that look goofy and stupid on us. And when you look around in the world, on every aspect, the black community, we suck, man. We suck on every spectrum. We only look good and we only are glorified in the light when it comes to negative shit. Why we gotta stop living with these people? Because they lying on us. They are lying on us. They are lying on our existence. They have no intentions on trying to help us. None. They have no intentions on helping us. Like, I was confused why there were so many white people out there fucking protesting when the George Floyd shit happened. And then I had peers that was like, oh, white people are afraid. They scared, girl. They scared. Scared of what? White people are not scared of us. They're not. If anything, they don't respect us. We're a joke to them. Seriously. We're a joke to everybody, you guys. Melanated people. And then we think when we get rich and nobody gives a fuck about how much money we got. They don't. It doesn't matter if your house is the biggest and only house on the highest fucking hill with 50 million cars around it. You still a black nigger. You're still a colored Negro. You still a baboon. In the eyes of some Caucasians. Yeah, I know Caucasian people so effing well. so effing well. And when I say these motherfuckers be having they front locked down, I mean they are so fucking, they be acting. They need the fucking Grammys. They have their act down packed. It's crazy. And when I say they're not scared of us, that means they're not fucking scared of us. They're not scared of us. Like, they don't want to help us. If anything, they're ready to get us in jail. They're ready to get us in prison. You know how they handle us now? They don't even care. They don't even say, oh, they don't even care to fight with us no more, or none of that shit with us no more. They say, oh, we're gonna call the cops. Because they feel like we're scared. They feel like that's our weakness right there. They believe the police is black people's kryptonite now. They will call the police on you in a heartbeat. Oh, you just stepped on my shit. I'm gonna call the police, okay? Like, oh, I don't like the way she's looking at me over there. She might, let's just call the police. Feel me? Because they know that nowadays with this whole police shit, bro, that's their protection right there. Bro, we are not winning in the eyes of these people. Like, we're not. And the reason why we keep trying to be their friend and seek freaking, we keep trying to seek safety in them. We keep trying to seek something in them that they're not going to give us, that they don't have no intentions of giving us. We keep seeking safety and security and something. That's why you got a lot of interracial marriages for real. Interracial relationships for real. Now, I fucked with white people before. I've messed with white people before, white boys before. But at the end of the day, what I see is I see a lot of difference, okay? There's a lot of difference. And for sure, there's nothing that a white man can do for a black woman. There's nothing a white mother can do for a black child when it comes to educating this motherfucker. And like I said, I've dated. I mean, not dated. I've messed with white people like on some shit, and I've been around white people, white conversations, all types of shit. Mo, it's a whole different wave, and it's a weak ass wave if you ask me. Like, it's a weak ass wave. Like, these motherfuckers are just different, Mo. They just different. And like I said, man, I'm just saying what y'all don't say, because it's like, I feel like it's more, but if I say more, I feel like I'm going to go into a whole different topic. But I'm just trying to make sure that I addressed everything. Because it's like, earlier, like when I was in the car, like it was coming. But then it's like when I come here, I just be trying to make sure that I say everything that's supposed to be said about, their existence and our existence. And like I said, I'm not coming from a place of like anger or none of those things. But at the end of the day, it's just like I'm addressing what you be thinking. And that's just real rap. Now, I'm here for the melanin. Because that's all I know. That's what I am, And, just looking at these people, I've tried to sit and talk to them. I've tried to do a lot of things with them. And I've done so much to see that we're different, honey. We're not supposed to be living amongst each other, and that's just what it is. They don't give a fuck about us. They only give a fuck about us when it comes to certain occasions. When it comes to trying to have mixed kids, and when it comes to the vote. They know why they had mixed kids for real. Some of them don't. Some of them do. All right? Trying to extract that melanin. They're trying to make their bloodline stronger. by extracting that melanin. They don't want black babies because they're cute. For real. They don't want black babies because they cute. Why you think Kim ain't let Kanye ass go? But yeah, I got more videos coming. Yeah, I just been doing this whole Christmas spiel. I've been working on other projects, and I like to make my videos when when I feel like they're necessary and needed, and when I feel like I'm in good spirits. Like right now, I'm in a good spirit, but I'm more in a spirit like this video just needed to be. It just needed to be made. And like I said, I don't be trying to sound like I don't be trying to sound extra out, but it's like, I used to love white people so much, y'all. I'm not saying anything has lost from the way I perceive, like, how I don't trip about none of that stuff. Like, it's just, I look at how I viewed them when I was, like, young. And it used to be like, white people, like, they lit, and geeking for all that. Like, I've never really had white friends. I had white associates, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I never really had, like, white friends. So it's like, but now when I think about them and living with them and stuff, it's just a whole different perception. And it could be from what I learned about, the genetic of theirs. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing that make us all different, period. It's genetics. The sun people are genetically different from the ice people. The ice people are genetically different from the sun people. And that's just what it is. And like all these, I could get more in depth on a lot of stuff I talked about. But like I said, I'm not trying to get into too much shit about it. It's just, we're not supposed to be living amongst them. It's not about do we want to or do we not want to. It's just about genetics. It's about the fucking environment. So much things are play a role when it comes to this. And the only reason it's so hard for me to talk, y'all, is because this is a video, and I know a lot of people may be watching this video, and I want to sound as clear as I can. I know I talk really fast. I'm not sitting here and talking the way that pretty much predominantly a lot of, people talk, or the norm of talking. I'm really not sitting here and doing that. So probably won't come off that clear. Y'all probably gonna say what y'all say, but it's cool. At the end of the day, it's my planet. Mother Mayat, daughter Teray. And until next time, I'm going to holler at y'all.